Hello guys, Techinthehouse here, getting everything ready for the live stream today. Hope you're all doing good, thank you for tuning in, and yes, as you saw by the title, today we'll be reacting to the new CMF PHONE 1, because I have some questions I need answers, and you guys probably too. See you in a bit. Hello guys, Techinthehouse here today for another live stream. This one being the 6th live stream. Hope you all guys doing great. Let me just check if the sound is fine. Give me just a few seconds. Okay, all the tests are done and the sound is perfect. So we are ready to begin. So basically, wait, you guys can see me? Now you can. Okay, so as always, don't forget to like, and if you're new to the channel, welcome, subscribe. This is our 6th live stream, so yes, not only it is an experience, but also you are very welcome to leave any of your thoughts and opinions or the comments down below in case you're seeing this later as a pre-recorded video, or if you're seeing this live. Of course, comment down below on the chat, and I will answer. Let's make this an open space for debate. And so, as you saw by the title, yes, the 6th live stream will be about CMF by nothing, CMF Phone 1. And why is this a topic? Well, because it's a hot topic lately. It has been just launched very, very recently. And as you can see, it will cost 239 euros, at least in Europe, and at least the base version. And the thing is that this device, actually, I did not follow its development through the weeks or months that it took. Apparently there was an ad campaign running for it, maybe in Nothing's YouTube channel, not sure where, but there was. I did not follow it. This device was just brought to my awareness recently. And the question that stands is, ever since I heard about it, of course, I have been reading about it, and I have already watched some reviews made by, as you know, the the influential people in the tech space that we all know, being it Mr. Ruth the Boss or Marcus Brownlee. I watched some reviews, and I am struggling to quite understand how is this device special. And I don't mean to be rude or bad to the brand in itself, because I think that the concept is amazing. Like I like the concept, but yet I can't help but look at this phone and struggle to see how is it special. For me, it seems like it would fall, or it will. I guess I'm making a prediction. It will fall into irrelevancy. It will feel like salt. It will dilute in the sea of all the 200 and 300 euros phones that are out there, the low and mid-range uh, devices. And but I'm pretty sure that was not the intent of CMF. And yet, uh, regarding all this, it even feels like there's too much hype for it, and this is something that happens. It wouldn't be a first time for there to be too much hype for a device and then to not have good sales figures. Just look at let's see, iPhone Mini, for example. Tech community was so excited. Oh, a little iPhone, small iPhones are back. Reviews praising the device were made and about how incredibly small it was and how amazing of a feat Apple made by making such a powerful thing so small. And yet, when it came to the real test and it went to the stores, sales weren't nothing special. As a matter of fact, sales were awful, and so much that after 2 generations, this iPhone mini was discontinued. And there was the 12 and 13 mini, and in the fourth generation, there wasn't a mini anymore. Correct me if I'm wrong. So after only 2 generations, the device was gone. And I feel why it didn't sell as expected. Production was stopped. And I feel the same with this one. We are hyping it up again like a lot, and I very, very honestly and against everything, against all the tech lover there is inside me, if I'm honest with myself, I do see the same thing happening. I do see a device that will not live to its hype, to the hype that has been generated recently, and that worries me, of course. But at the same time, I am willing to see what I'm not seeing. So I'm willing to give it the benefit, the benefit of the doubt, and that is why I'm making the live stream, because I want to go over all the specs with you guys and maybe either confirm my opinion or change my mind, and we'll see. So regarding all this, if you're watching this live stream, please let me know in the chat what you think about this. Do you think CMF Phone 1 will live to its hype? Do you think it will sell good? Like, how well will it sell? And are people into these new concepts? Or, not new, well, but unacquainted for concept of a phone that goes back to its origins and can be disassembled, at least partially? Do you think people will adhere to this? Is this something people are willing to try? Or will they just look at it and say that, no, I'd rather have a phone with a prettier design than this one and just go for it? In a second, I'll tell you my personal perspective, because even though I am saying that it won't sell as much as they would like, I do am from the opinion that uh, a thing that you can disassemble and recreate it at your own image of what you like it to be makes you hold on to that thing for longer. In the sense that I'll tell you something. I'll tell you guys something. I am from the time where when I had my Xiaomi Redmi 4 Prime, I had like 7 to 8 cases, different color cases, cases with lead, cases without lead, silicone cases, with different colors, all bought from China, from AliExpress. And every now and then, every few months, I would swap them and even change of course, the wallpaper from the phone to match the case. And this, based on this ability to personalize the phone both internally and externally with the cases, that was enough to make me hold on to that device for a very long time, years. And that is despite me not believing as much as I would like in the success of this phone. I do say this capability, uh, this personalization feature, external feature of hardware, I do believe that even if it doesn't sell as much as they would like, for the people who are gonna buy it, they're gonna hold on to it too for a very long time, because when you have something that you can build from the ground up, not literally, but like you can make it, reform it at your image, at the image of what you're thinking, that's that degree of personalization sticks to you, and you want to hold on to that thing. Pretty much like IKEA, like how IKEA's things for the house, you can, mount yourself them, and technically people say that can make you hold on to them longer. Well, the experts in marketing in IKEA. But yeah, sure. So I am completely open to give the benefit of the doubt to this device, and that's why we are here today in this live stream to check and to finally get it very clear whether this device will sell well or not. So we'll be starting in very, very soon, like in 5 minutes. Not really, like 1 minute. I'll just get a glass of water and we'll start analyzing CMF Phone, whether it's worth or not. See you in a bit. I'll go drink a glass of water and I'll be back. See you. I'll send you to the space screen and I'll be back in a second. Enjoy the music. Hello guys, I am back. I've had my glass of water and let's dive into this new awesome device. Let me just check the sound and we'll start. Just a second. Okay, sound is perfectly fine. So, let's get into it. And this awesome device. So, CMF Phone 1. It's gonna cost 239 euros. We already have here words by Mr. Who's the Boss, who says, maybe the most instantly recommendable phone I've ever used. Awesome. From what I've seen from Mr. Who's the Boss review, he's saying this based on the specs because the phone does seem to have pretty good specs for the price, and that's obviously awesome. But yes, it hasn't changed my opinion. I mean, technically, it could be the only thing that could change my opinion in the sense that if it truly has such an amazing specs for the price, it is guaranteed to not fall into irrelevancy. But we'll see, we'll see. Let's move on and not take conclusions. So, as you can see, of course, this is a phone by Nothing. CMF is a sub-brand from Nothing, and that is very apparent here on the be it the font style or the minimalism or the color scheme, everything screams Nothing, and it's even written right here, CMF by Nothing on the phone itself. So it's pretty straightforward. The back is detachable. As you can see, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 screws that allow you to change this back, and you also have to also take this out, this rolling thingy. And when you swap it, how would it look like? I'll show you. You can, let's imagine you swap it by an orange vegan leather or a coated leather texture. See, this is how it would look like. You see, you swap everything, and do notice that even here the rolling thingy has been swapped. Buttons apparently also are an integral part of the back, so yep, they also change. And yes, that's how it looks. And we also have a third variant, this kind of bluish tinted light green, depending on the light source. And here it is. This is how it looks. So basically, that's it. And these back thingies do not come, of course, with the phone, only the original one, and you gotta buy them separately, from my understanding. And it's something about 20 something euros, 25 euros approximately for these accessories, but we'll see those prices for an accurate number. So moving on, we have two cameras, as you saw. This is a camera with a phone with two cameras. And actually, interesting 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 note here. This phone truly seems like we are back at the time of Xiaomi Mi A3, you know. Why do I say this? And let me just check at what year was Xiaomi Mi A3 launched. Because this was the era of truly the era of phones with two cameras, even though Xiaomi Mi A3 has three cameras. But this, see, 2019, this was the era of phones with two cameras, and one of the cameras wouldn't even be a camera, it would be a depth sensor. This means that you could really cover it and you still had image. And plus, that the image from that depth sensor is not that it's not it really captures image, but you don't have way to access it because it's not a purpose. It's like trash quality camera. It's only there with the specific purpose of capturing depth, so that when you have the same image from two different perspectives, kind of like our binocular vision, you can create. You have the phone software will have available enough information to create a map of the situation, a three-dimensional, that will allow you to create the depth illusion and make photographies with portrait-like feeling and big lens feeling. And but what's the problem with this? with this type of photography. It's because it's not truly that the lens is able to do that, or the phone is capable of such amazing portraits. It's all software trickery. And if we've learned anything from that time back in 2019, is that the results are not that good, especially compared with what we have now, which is laser autofocus and all those things and big lenses. So yeah, I am predicting that the camera, in terms of depth faking, which is basically what it would be in the past compared to what we have now, though that depth software trickery won't look nearly as good as like true depth like an iPhone and a Samsung Galaxy S24. So I would advise anyone thinking of buying this phone to not expect awesome camera performance in this regard. However, this is the type of phone that will allow you to take astonishing, and I truly mean astonishing, pictures on broad daylight, especially with near close objects. This is 100% infallible advice. Do get my word for it. This is literally a type of device, and it was the same back in the days in 2019, that takes astonishingly good photos on daylight. Buildings will look crystal clear. Architecture will look pristine. People, not so much, but still amazing. In broad daylight with proper lighting, it will look amazing, sharp, with a lot of detail. This is that type of phone. At night, it will fall apart, but that's normal for this price range. And so this is everything about the camera. So, just to conclude this chapter of the camera, nothing really special. Nothing special. Nothing amazing. Just normal, good performance. In terms of processor, as we see here on the center, we have this phone is served with a MediaTek Dimensity 7300 5G. And it's a 4nm TSMC process, 8 core up to 2.5 GHz, 16 GB of RAM, 8 plus 8. Okay, so apparently this is just normal, well, good, very good performance. However, I do have to be honest that I'm not truly a fan still of MediaTek's chips, even with their Dimensity line being praised by a lot of people. I still am not a fan. I still prefer Snapdragon, especially because of modifications when you want to install apps and all those extra stuff. Snapdragon has always a lot of more support and bigger communities of people finding bugs and fixing things and creating extra things. So for me, that's a no. But that's just because by default I want a Snapdragon. So if you're just a regular user, come on, you just take the MediaTek. You're not gonna be disappointed, considering you know what a $250 phone is and you know what performance to expect. You're not expecting smooth buttery, something like an iPhone. No, you're just expecting regular performance with, of course, the occasional frequent uh, millisecond of compass of waiting. That's standard in this price range. With the exception of some specific phones with high-end processors, and those are truly the exceptions, not this one, which still builds up for my case that this one is not as special as we are hyping it up and might fall into irrelevancy, but we'll see. We'll see. And yes, I do am failing the word irrelevancy today a lot. I'm sorry about that, but still, moving on to the screen. Let's see, we have 6.67 inches Super AMOLED display with 120 Hz adaptive refresh rate. Okay, so let me correct myself. When I said that you shouldn't expect it to be buttery smooth, while that is true, you do have here 120 Hz screen refresh rate, so that may create the illusion that is fast. But still, do not expect anything astonishingly good as an iPhone or a Samsung S24 Ultra. Please do not get your hypes up, do not get your head with a hype, and do not forget this is a 250 phone. We are dealing with what we're dealing. There are limitations. And it has a peak brightness of 2000 nits. That is commendable. That is commendable. That is awesome. So despite your phone, think about this. Whatever speed is, wherever average your phone speed is, whatever average your screen is, which is not, it has 120 Hz refresh rate. Even if that all those specs were average, you still have here a very bright screen, which you will be able to see on the sun. And that for a lot of people is already a huge update, because considering you have a similar phone from the similar price range, if you change for this phone, you instantly know the difference because most of us use our phones during the day, and during the day there's sun, depending on the country you live anyway. But considering you live in a sunny country, you will certainly notice the difference. So yes, there is something worth paying a little more attention to. It has very good peak brightness, and to accompany that consumption of energy, because as you know, brightness takes up a lot of energy, we have a 5,000 milliamp hour battery. I think that number speaks by itself, so nothing else to say here. It, it you can expect it to have very good battery autonomy. So, and it, of course, it wouldn't be truly a phone from the past with its detachable back and everything without expandable storage, which can go up to a micro SD with 2 terabytes. So, okay, fine. Now, let's see if we are moving on to adaptable accessories. Not sure, but you can see already here in the picture that there is a wallet, there is different bags, there is this thing for you to put on your neck, and there's a support stand. This is basically the collection with different colors and everything, yada yada yada. But that's basically it. Some of them cost around 205, sorry, 25 euros, something like that. But we'll be checking some of the prices. Give me just a second. Just after we finish this, we'll check the prices. Sorry, but just before we move forward, do let me know in the comments what do you think about the phone so far. Do you think it lives to the hype? Is it as special as people make it seem? Because do you agree with my opinion anyway? Let me know. Let's make this an open space for debate. I'm very curious to know your opinion. It doesn't matter if you're watching it live and you should comment in the chat, or if you're watching it later, has a pre-recorded video that appeared on your home page. Please comment. I want to read your comment and I will answer. And I'm very curious to know your opinion. So yes, this is the processor. We've gone over it. See, as you see, MediaTek performs similar to Snapdragon 782, actually even more than it. So yeah, good performance. If you're not expecting, it's good. Battery, everything you've already gone through. We've already seen this, not much here. Of course, regular camera. It comes with Nothing OS, the skin from nothing, smooth operator and everything. Best of Android, as they call it. Functional customization, all the things they brag about, them being the best, with the reason to do so. Their minimalism, fingerprint is clearly all over this CMF brand. This is what you get on the box as well, this little thing to take out the screws. Here's a different bag, and you can do notice also that there are colored excuse me, colored, is it? No, my bad, it is not colored. And yeah, the stand and everything. Okay, the card case, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, of course. It can also make calls, no? You gotta remind people that phones can do that nowadays. Phones can make calls as well. And so, okay, this is just more through the full description of everything. And yeah, 2 major years of Android updates, 3 years of security updates. This is important. Comes out of the box with Android 14. Charging is slow, 33 watts charging. I'm sorry today the numbers are not coming out from my mouth. 5 watts of reverse wire charging, slow as well, and no wireless charging. Just so you know, even though there's a accessory that has a magnetic ring that can allow you to connect MagSafe accessories, it wouldn't charge with a wireless charging. But sure, there are some people speculating that it can use MagSafe wallet or ring or all that collection. They know better than me. And if you were an iPhone user, of course. And what else? Let's see. What do we have more? This is what you get in the box. You get the phone, we get the cable, USB-C to USB-C. You got for safety information warranty card. You got a screen protector pre-applied that is always welcome, and a C-tray ejector, which is also that it doubles as a screw, the thing to take screws. There's a 128 gigabyte version, but also 256 gigabytes option. And finally, we have here a disclaimer. Let's see that you're supposed to only remove the four external slotted screws on the case, the decorative screw at the bottom right corner of the case, the SIM tray, and the case. All other components should not be disassembled by the user, and it may invalidate the warranty. CMF PHONE scores comes from internal testing, other scores are from manufacturer's websites and correct at the time of publication. The data is for reference only. Actual data may vary due to different testing environment and conditions. Okay, it's good to know. So, okay, this is basically it. I will show you the prices of the accessories just before I give you my final opinion after we're going over again the specs. Let's see, where can I find them? Accessories, accessories. Should I go to the store? I've seen them before, I just need to find them. Give me a second. So, but while this loads, please do let me know in the comments your opinion. Are you planning on buying this phone? Please do let me know. Do you think it's worth it? Or what you expect from it? Is it too much hype for what it is actually? Are people even interested in these phones that can be disassembled? Is it a thing of the past? Are you planning on buying it? Are you interested in this? And if yes, why? Please do let me know in the comments your opinion. While this loads, let's have an open space for debate. As always, I'm very curious about anyone's opinion, being it someone watching it live or watching it as a pre-recorded video. And yes, I am just making time while this loads, because it is taking a lot of time. Let me check what's going on. Give me just a second. I'll be back in a minute. Okay guys, I'm back. Sorry about the mess, but we have finally everything here. So here is the cases, the orange, blue, and light green. So each one of these is 35 euros. So if you're planning on buying your phone and you are expecting it to use this feature of, disassembling it, and which is actually what makes it unique so far, please do remember that you gotta come from plus 35 euros more to have that feature to be able to do it. And in regards to the 25 euros, that is the price of the phone stand. That's the phone stand. Regarding the other accessories, let me see. For example, the card holder. Let's see. While these loads, I do gonna tell you something. Uh I was even considering making a video on this phone, since it's a hot topic, and hot topics it's always a good idea to make videos about it, no? It garners attention. However, I'm struggling to find something genuinely interesting to talk about this device, other than just for the hype. And that makes me very unmotivated to make a video about it. I don't feel motivation because it's not groundbreaking. It's not innovation. It's not. It's innovation, but we're bringing back something from the past in a fancy way, and we're not even sure if people are interested in this in the first place. It's too. Of course, we usually we say that we should think out of the box to come out with great things, but this is one of those rare times in which I think it's too much out of the box. like maybe out of the universe. It's not. I don't think. I'm not sure people want this. So that's why I'm very curious to see how well it will sell everywhere. But we'll see. Yeah, let's wait and see. So the card holder is also 25 euros. So mostly all accessories are 25 euros, with exception of the bag, which is 35 euros for each one of the bags. And yes, so yep, it's a good ecosystem, but this ecosystem of things that can attach to the phone. However, how far this ecosystem will survive in the future is something that we have yet to see. It has yet to be seen, but we'll see. Do I have high hopes? Not really. But that's just my opinion. Please do let me know what you think on the comments. Do you think this one will live far into this ecosystem? Will there be more accessories released along the way? Maybe, I don't know, with other functionality that you can also buy and attach to the phone. I don't know. I struggle to see the value on this device, which annoys me, to be honest, even because everyone is so much hyped up for it. And I'm like, okay, but why? And you see on the review that people say, no, but you can take out the bag. And I'm like, and so what? And people are like, oh, but you can't replace it. They put the color you want. And I'm like, and so what? That's cases. People have been buying cases for their phones for years. Why would you want to detach it? And even the shocking part is that you would think that by being able to remove the back, you'd be able to change the battery of the phone yourself. That's not even true in the first place. This phone, you're not supposed to detach the battery. You can't detach it. That's unwanted work. You're not supposed to. It has a warning. When you take the back, you can see it written there. Do not take out the battery. So, it's not truly a detachable phone. It feels like it's just a phone with which you don't have to buy cases, or at least third-party cases, because the phone is the case itself. So at the end of the day, I'm not even sure. It seems like a gimmick to me. So I can't get myself to love it or feel hyped up as everyone else. So I don't know. But that's just my opinion. I'm more than hoping to be changed. I would love to love this phone, but so if you're a fervorous fan of this phone, please leave a comment and try to convert me to love this device. But so far, with the information I have and what I've seen, I can't. It seems like a waste of potential, an idea that's just stated, an idea. Despite being made, it wasn't truly made. It's not gonna make it to the Hall of Fame, or the Hall of big selling devices, should I say. But yeah, guys, this was all for today. This was literally it. I was just curious to see what you guys think about it and maybe change my mind. But so far, nothing's changed. But yeah, thank you for tuning in to this live stream. I'm Techinthehouse, and if you're new to the channel, please leave a like and subscribe. This is the sixth live stream, and we'll probably be doing more in the future. And also, if you love tech, you are in for a treat if you subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of videos about technology, more to come in the future, especially in this new animated style with my face, as you can see right here on the left right corner. And yes, this will be a new recurrent theme. As you've seen, this it's basically just a setup, an animated setup. It's me, my chair, my desk, and some chairs on the back and a table, which at the end of the day are gonna have an important role in the future. But I can't reveal that. And yes, and in the future there might even be a tour through the setup, the animated setup. But you'll see. I don't want to spoil anything, and there are also just possibilities for the future. Nothing concrete. So, thank you for tuning in. I'll be sending you to the space screen, everyone. Please let me know your thoughts on the comments. Let's have an open space for debate. I'm Techinthehouse, and I'll see you guys next time. And yes, I won't probably be making a video on this device despite the app. Maybe just a YouTube short, but not a full video. I don't think it has enough content for it. So, I'm Techinthehouse. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. This live stream will be ending shortly. Thank you for watching.